I'm Robert Reeves, Public Affairs Director for QUALISOY. I've been a previous food regulator in the state of Tennessee. I later became president of a trade association in Washington, D.C., representing the edible fat and oil industry. I've been for the last 18 months Public Affairs Director of QUALISOY. My primary responsibilities as Public Affairs Director for QUALISOY is to increase awareness among the many stakeholders in the entire value chain of bringing new soybean traits to the marketplace. I think one of the main benefits of QUALISOY to the food industry is the acceleration of the new and improved traits of the soybean to the marketplace. It brings all stakeholders together at the same level playing field so that the information is received by everyone at the same time. QUALISOY has helped the food industry in addressing the trans fat situation by helping bring to the marketplace in a speedy fashion new and improved soybean varieties that are more stable, thus reducing trans fats in the American diet. We've done this by helping usher in these traits through providing technical information and preparing the end users through test and technical information on how to use these new products. QUALISOY has been successful in communicating the attributes of these new soybean varieties so that they'll be successfully received in the food industry.
I'm Richard Galloway. I'm a consultant to the QUALISOY board. My background is in soybean processing and edible oil refining. QUALISOY conducts an economic analysis of the traits that are being considered for development for a couple of purposes. First of all, we want to assist all of those in the value chain with a realistic assessment of what the economic potential of these traits can be. And we hope that gives the companies involved the courage to move forward or the intelligence to slow down or perhaps not even develop a trait. Secondly, to give the industry as a whole the concept of all of the cost areas in each segment of the industry and how the economics in the marketplace are going to overcome these costs. The economic analysis for high oleic soybeans is profoundly positive. And basically what happens is that as demand for high oleic is met, this increases the utilization of all soybean oil. When this happens, the price of soybean oil goes up. When the price of soybean oil goes up, the price of soybeans goes up. And this allows soybeans to more effectively compete for a limited number of acres within all acreage in North America. The basic result is that the industry as a whole makes more money from soybeans and soybean products. For instance, once the high oleic trait is fully commercialized and is essentially mature, we expect that the seed segment in the industry will achieve a return of about $50 million per year. Likewise, we expect that the soybean processor segment will achieve an added return of $143 million per year. And of course, we can't forget the farmer. The farmer's gonna win on two fronts. First of all, the premiums that are paid directly to growers of high oleic soybeans. And secondly, because there's more demand for soybeans, the commodity price of all soybeans grown will go up. We expect the farmer sector to achieve annual returns of somewhere around $800 million each and every year.
My name is Roger Daniels, and I am the Director of Research and Development for Bunge Oils. Our involvement with QUALISOY over the last few years has been one of interaction with a credible organization that allows for Bunge to go ahead and have a voice or a seat at the table towards coming up with the next generation soybean oil. This is quite valuable to an organization such as Bunge Oils, in that we want to go ahead and make sure that we're understanding customer all the way from farmer to end user. What we're looking for is a repeat of the success story that went into the successful introduction of Trias as it applies to the high oleic soybean oil product. In this realm, QUALISOY will take the lead in making sure that the dialogue is honest between the participants that are required from the farmer all the way to the customer-based standpoint. We'll be looking at QUALISOY to provide leadership. We'll be looking at QUALISOY to help us understand markets. And we'll also be looking at QUALISOY to put us in position to not disappoint the customer with unrealistic expectations. Because for us, QUALISOY really is about putting the realism in the science of what can come from the field.
I'm Robert Collette with the Institute of Shortening and Edible Oils. I'm the president of the association, and my responsibilities are to implement the advocacy and the program priorities for the Institute. We represent businesses that refine edible fats and oils around the United States, and we represent them in government relations and media work. QUALISOY was very important to the members of our organization because, as I mentioned, we had the trans fat issue that developed, and we really needed some help bridging the various partners who could help us develop the replacements that we needed. One of those important developments was the developments of new trait soybean products. They were able to sort of work with the seed manufacturers, the farmers, and us as processors to bring us together in a coordinated fashion to bring online new soybean oil products that would help us replace the trans fats. So now looking forward, as I said, the low-lin soybean oils have been a great sort of intermediate solution for us. We now need to sort of broaden the tools in our toolbox. If I'm a carpenter, I want as many tools in that toolbox as I can have in order to get the job done. And so we have high oleic soybean oil coming online, mid oleic soybean oil with low sats, high stearic soybean oils. So we're very excited about that, and we're very excited about the role that QUALISOY is providing in helping to facilitate that process. By having those additional oils, we'll be able to have more solutions for a broader variety of foods in the future. The Institute and our members have really valued the QUALISOY organization. They've brought together in a partnership the seed manufacturers, the farmers, our members who refine the oils, and our customer base, the people who produce the foods in which our products are being incorporated. We brought those together in a number of research projects, educational forums like we have here at the IFT. They sponsored a session on high oleic soybean oil. These kinds of interactions have been exceptionally helpful to the edible fats and oils industry, who need to get the word out and educate our customer base on the developments of these new trait soybean oils.